know I got the receipts, girl. You know I got the receipts. All right, you guys. Welcome back to the Sweet Pea Diaries. It's your girl, Sweet Pea, and I am back with another video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to my channel. And if you are a new subscriber, welcome to the Sweet Pea Diaries. Be sure to like this video, share this video, but most importantly, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you everyone for waiting. I have been pushing this time back and back and back and back. My cat actually got out and escaped. So, honey, we're all around here looking for him. Y'all know that I've been having problems with him. He's been trying to get away like a runaway slave. He's in heat, so he's just trying to get away. So he was out. Apparently, he had done pushed the screen, the window. He had done pushed the screen, in my front window. He had done pushed it out and got out. So when we got up this morning, we've been looking for him for quite some time. So I am happy to report that we found him. All right. And he's back in the house safe and sound. Now he around here sleeping because he done been prowling all night and being bad. So now he's around here resting and sleeping and wanting to eat everything because he wanted to get out and be nasty. That's what he was doing, trying to be nasty. I seen it's a little golden cat that runs around here, and it's another little black and white tuxedo cat that runs around here, and they both look like they girls because they look like they be tooting and rooting around here, sashaying in front of my house, and he be out the window just looking every day, just staring at him. So he finally got out. So we found him. Yes, Yoda is being a teenager, honey. He's trying to get some kitty. Yes, 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 T bad. Hey, Auntie Niecy. Hey, K Monique, girl. Yes, Evan is, and let me tell y'all, Evan wasn't playing with him. Evan was beating him up when I brought him in. Evan was slapping him upside the head. Evan was like, "Where you been, boy?" Now, Princess, I knew, I said something's not right because she was meowing, meowing, meowing. And now I see why, because Yoda wasn't in here and she was trying to tell me that Yoda was gone. So when I came out and was feeding her, she's been walking all around just lost. Like, where is he? Where's my brother? Where is my Buddha? Yes, Iris girl, the cat was missing, honey, but he was down in the basement. Okay, I have a basement outside. You know how those the ones that you go out and you open the doors from the outside. Well, apparently there's a little hole on the side of that basement door, and he must have got in through there. Usually that's where he is, but when we went out the first time and checked, he wasn't in there. So I went and got me some treats and I walked all around the neighborhood. Hey, Yachty. I'm saying all that. I'm doing all that because that's what I say when I call him. When it's time to eat, I always say, hey, Yachty. Look, Princess done jumped up over there where the food at because she knows that's what I say when I'm about to feed him. And I'm walking all through the neighborhood. I'm jiggling the treats. I'm like, come on. I'm saying all that. No, nobody. I don't see him. And then I seen, look like he peeked around the corner, and I saw him briefly, but then he ran and went off. I said I didn't know if that was him or if that was another cat. So lo and behold, we have him. He's here, safe and sound. Princess is now laying down. She's quiet now because now that we found him, she can rest because she was all in the uproar when he wasn't here. You can definitely see that she was worried. She was walking around. She was walking around to and fro, wandering to and fro until we found her brother. So now she's like, at peace. All is right with the world. She's laying next to me right here up on the table while I'm doing the show. She's laying right next to me. I'm telling you, these cats are going to be the death of me. Evan is not the problem. It's these cats. All right. So yes, everyone has been sending me the DMs of the neighborhood talk. Okay. Apparently, the neighborhood talk is wanting to provide people with clarity. Okay. They're saying that this information that we are reporting about Tasha K is not true. Let me get this. Let me get this real quick. Let me get this. This is why I do not like these kids using my computer, because, they use my things and, they don't sign out of their things. And now I got to sign back into my things. Like, you shouldn't be in my stuff. Like, and then look, my stuff is not even on here. Jesus. Hold on, guys. Let me get my account. Let me log into my Instagram so I can get. Okay, here we go. So everybody in they mamas, honey, they was like, Sweet Pea girl, the neighborhood talk is saying that you don't got your information straight and you don't know what you talking about. Dennis Byron doesn't know what he's talking about. Y'all just don't know what y'all talking about. That this is very much still a thing. This bankruptcy is very much still a thing, and y'all is putting out the wrong information. Okay, so let me get this real quick, because I'm gonna show you that what we are saying is true. I just don't think that they read all of the, they didn't read the whole 15 pages of this summary judgment. So I'm going to tell you how this went down. Now, where is this at? I might have to go on my DM and get it, because I don't know. Did they take it down? I mean, did they retract? Because I don't see it. Did they retract their statements? Oh, here it is. Okay. All right. Now, here we go. All right. I read the documents, and we're going to go over the documents again so we can provide some clarity and I can show you guys what is going on. Okay. So this is what the neighborhood talk is saying. All right. All right. They are saying that a federal judge has not denied Tasha K's bankruptcy claim or dismissed Cardi B's judgment. They amended the claim, asking the judge to add the interest. Now, that statement right there just doesn't even make any sense. Okay. A federal judge has not denied Tasha K's bankruptcy claim or dismissed Cardi B's judgment. They amended the claim, asking the judge to add the interest. First of all, who said that they dismissed Cardi B's judgment? And who said that the bankruptcy was denied? We didn't say any of that. What had been said was the courts have removed that judgment from the bankruptcy. Cardi B has been asking the courts to remove this lawsuit from the bankruptcy because this is a case that is willful and malicious. Okay? It is willful and malicious, and under bankruptcy code USC 11 523A6, it is accepted from discharge. That is exactly what this says right on their post. If you read this post, it says partial summary judgment is entered in favor of Cardi B. The award of damages in the amended defamation judgment against Tasha K, individually and jointly, and post-judgment interest are accepted from discharge pursuant to 11 USC 523A6. Specifically, the following awards set forth in the amended defamation judgment are accepted from discharge. Compensatory damages of $1,025,000 for pain and suffering and reputational injury and for medical expenses. The punitive damages of $1 million. the litigation expenses of the 1.38 million, and as well as a post-judgment interest in the amount of $41,000. Okay, it is in black and white right here in their post. I don't think that they understood the wording. I don't know. I don't know if they've been talking to Tasha K. I don't know. But what I do know is that the judge did not deny her bankruptcy claim. You're absolutely right. The judge did not dismiss Cardi B's judgment. You are absolutely correct. They did add interest in the amount of $41,725.29. She also was asking for interest on another part of the lawsuit, which we're going to show, in the amount of $6,000. So this information from the neighborhood talk is incorrect, and I'm not beefing or trying to beef with them or drag them or anything like that. I'm just simply saying that this post is incorrect. Now, I'm going to show you what has been going on in court. What led to this actual partial summary judgment, okay? Hold on one second. My son is calling me. Hold on, y'all. All right, y'all. Sorry about that. I was coordinating a ride. Mike is getting off work, so he needed an Uber. So we got the boy an Uber. Okay, mommy's job is never done. But let's just get back into this. So basically, what happened last week around the 4th, I think it was, Cardi B's legal team, they entered in a motion for partial summary judgment. If you don't know what a summary judgment is, before we get into this, I have to issue this disclaimer. I am not a legal professional. I'm not a paralegal. I am not attempting to give anyone any legal advice. We are just simply breaking apart court documents, to our best of our ability. And we always say, hashtag we can read in the chat. Okay, yeah, we ain't giving no legal advice. All right, we can read. That's all. We know good and goddamn well that a judge did not dismiss this judgment. We know good and goddamn well that they did not deny her right to file bankruptcy. But one thing we do know good and goddamn well is Tasha K owe Cardi B $4 million. She now owes her 3.9 million. Okay, they bumped it up from 3.8 to 3.9. Okay, because they tacked on $41,000 in interest. Hey, Miss Flyucci, y'all going over there and subscribe to my girl. She's another content creator with excellent content. Going over there and subscribe. Tell her the SweetpeaDiaries sent you. Now, let's bring up these documents because Cardi B's team, they filed a summary judgment in the court, okay? And they basically, what a summary judgment is, if you do not know, what this means is that when you file this, you are basically telling the courts that anything that the defendant has been showing, any evidence that so far what she's shown, she's not going to win. Like if this is all she's got, then we need to just stop this right here, and we can stop right here, and we're win. You know, you need to go ahead and enter the judgment in our favor, because if she doesn't have any other evidence that can bring her out of the hole, well, then we need to just go ahead and seal her fate and return a verdict in our favor. That's what a summary judgment is. Summary judgment is hold up, stop the press, it's over. And Cardi B has been filing summary judgments since they've been in litigation, and she's been winning summary judgments. Thank you, Queen, for the $10 super sticker. So this is no different, okay, from the lawsuit. She won a summary judgment. And remember, the wino said that I didn't know what I was talking about either. All right. But this is no different from that. So now I'm going to bring up the court documents. I'm going to show you guys the summary judgment that was filed in court on October the 2nd. Okay. All right. Let's get that. I gotta cover it, girl. I gotta cover it, Fly Uchi, because if we don't, you know, they want to lie to the masses. Okay. They want to distract the masses with lies, and we just can't be having that shit. All right. Now, this is the partial summary judgment. This is the actual motion that was filed. All right. Now, this was filed on October the 2nd. This was filed with the bankruptcy court in Florida. So Cardi B filed this partial summary judgment against Latasha Transrena Kibi on the issue of non-dischargeability. Pursuant to this rule that I mentioned, USC 11-523A6, willful and malicious injury, okay? They are saying that her situation was willful and malicious, and something that is willful and malicious cannot be covered under bankruptcy. This is a statement that we've been making on the SweetpeaDiaries since Tasha K filed for bankruptcy. We've been saying that she can't get this off. She's not going to get it off because it was willful and malicious. And not only was it willful and malicious, a jury agreed with that as well. So Cardi B's team, on the issue of non-dischargeability, that is what they brought this summary judgment in court. They said, as shown below, the elements of willful and malicious injury, as contemplated by this law again, have been established. All right. The sum and substance of this motion is that the plaintiff successfully brought a suit against Tasha K and her Kibi Studios in the Northern District Court of Georgia. A jury in that court found in favor of Cardi B and awarded her $1 million for pain and suffering. They also awarded an additional $250,000 for the medical expenses, but Cardi B reduced that amount to $25,000. The jury found that the defendant and her co-defendant, her lovely Kibi Studios, were jointly and severely liable for these damages. The jury further awarded Cardi B another $1 million in punitive damages against Latasha Kibi, and then $500,000 in punitive damages against Kibi Studios as well. And then there goes that 1.3 million for litigation expenses against both defendants, meaning Cardi B's legal expenses were both found for Kibi Studios and Latasha Kibi. They are found liable for that in the amount of 1.3 million. Now, as a result of the jury verdicts, the Northern District of Georgia entered an amended judgment. Now, this is where that word amended judgment comes from, where the neighborhood talk is saying that they amended the claim, asking the judge to add the interest. That is not true. Because they saw the word amended, where they say the award of damages in the amended defamation judgment. That's what they said on their post. The reason they're saying the word amended when they speak about it, about this lawsuit, is because it was amended right here. It was amended to take down the $250,000 down to $25,000 for the medical expenses. So whenever you make a change to an order, it then becomes amended. Even their lawsuit, it was the amended defamation suit against Tasha K, because there were amendments made. So whenever they refer to it as amended. Anytime you amend the original claim, it's going to now be known as the amended. So it is not amended because they added the interest. It is amended because they changed it from $250,000 for medical expenses to $25,000. And we see that right here in this statement, right there. So the defendant does not appear to dispute that the awards in the amended defamation judgment made against her individually or jointly are non-dischargeable. So she doesn't dispute that. Rather, Tasha K argues that Cardi B is not also entitled to the $500,000 in punitive damages against Kibi Studios in the amended defamation judgment to the defendant. So Tasha K's argument has never been that she owes Cardi B and that it is not dischargeable. She is stating that she doesn't think that she should have to pay an additional $500,000 in punitive damages with Kibi Studios. As such, there is no reasonable dispute that the joint and several awards and the punitive damages award solely against defendant is non-dischargeable, and therefore partial summary judgment is warranted as to those awards. The only issue that would remain for trial is whether the defendant is also liable for the $500,000 punitive damages awards against Kibi Studios in the amended defamation judgment. If the court determines that Tasha K is liable for the $500,000 punitive damages awarded against Kibi Studios, then it follows that such amount will be non-dischargeable for the same reasons as the other amounts are non-dischargeable, meaning willful and malicious. All right. So the defamation action, plaintiff commenced an action against defendant in Kibi Studios, among others, in the case Cardi B against Tasha K, in which Cardi B alleged claims for slander, slander per se, libel, defamation, false light, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. And so on January 10th of 2022, the court found that Tasha K was liable and that false light, invasion of privacy, defamation, intentional infliction of emotional distress, and all of that was done by Tasha K and her Kibi Studios. And as such, a jury awarded these amounts: $1 million in general damages, $250,000 in medical expenses. $1,250,000 is the total. And then they go into the additional amounts: the $1 million in punitive damages and the $500,000 in punitive damages against Kibi Studios, and then the litigation expenses. So they're saying that the original defamation judgment noted, see what I just said, the $1 million for pain and suffering and the $250,000 for medical expenses. the parties stipulated to reduce the award down to $25,000. So that's where it became an amended defamation judgment. You see that? On July 19th, the court amended the original judgment and awarded as follows: $1,025,000 for pain and suffering instead of the $1.2 million. So that is where the amended issue comes in at. This was already an amended defamation judgment by the time it made it to the bankruptcy courts. If that wasn't the case, it wouldn't have been known as an amended lawsuit. It would have just been an original judgment. So if they were thinking, if the neighborhood talk was thinking and they were reading this correctly, then they would have figured that out. But because I don't know if they are team Tasha K or I don't know what it is, but apparently they had neglected to read through these court documents, to read through all 15 pages, okay? Because this is a summary judgment. And this summary judgment is asking that all of this that is on this bankruptcy, that it be removed from the bankruptcy because it is a willful and malicious lawsuit. And those type of lawsuits are exempt from bankruptcy. That's what this lawsuit, this summary judgment is asking. So that's basically what all of this information is. Cardi B's team basically just broke this down, the basis for the claim, and then they added, like I said, the $41,725 post-judgment interest on amended defamation judgment. So if this was the amendment, it wouldn't have been referring to an amendment. It says post-judgment interest on amended defamation judgment. So her defamation judgment was already amended because they dropped it from $250,000 to $25,000. So they are asking for that amount on interest. And they also asked for a post-judgment interest on the punitive damages in the amount of $6,202.19. So this brings a total of $3.9 million that Cardi B is now requesting Tasha K pay her. Now, this was the proposal, okay? This is just the motion. This is Cardi B's team filling all this out, and they are saying they put all the reasons, conclusion, there is no dispute to any material facts with respect to the non-dischargeability of the compensatory and punitive damages awards against the defendant, both individually, jointly, and severely. Accordingly, Cardi B is entitled to partial judgment in the matter of law. Plaintiff respectfully requests the entry of partial summary judgment against Tasha K, determining that the individual and joint and several awards for compensatory and punitive damages, including post-judgment interest, pursuant to 28 U.S.C. 1961 against the defendant are non-dischargeable pursuant to U.S.C. 11523A6. That is the law that says which types of lawsuits are non-dischargeable. So that's why they keep referring to this 11 U.S.C. 523A6. They are saying, according to this law, willful and malicious lawsuits are not able to be discharged. So they are saying you need to grant us relief because of that. And that's what they filed. They filed this in the court, okay? There was no signature or anything yet from the judge, all right? They put all this together. So then here comes the judge yesterday, okay? Now let's go on and let's flip on over to what the judge said yesterday. The judge said, okay, here is my ruling on this summary judgment. He found in favor of Cardi B. He ruled that a partial summary judgment against Latasha Transrena Kibi is entered, ordered, and adjudicated. It is entered in favor of the plaintiff Cardi B against Tasha Kibi. The award of damages in the amended defamation judgment against the defendant individually and jointly and post-judgment interest are accepted from discharge pursuant to that rule again, USD 11-523A6. There goes that rule again. And specifically, the following awards set forth in the amended defamation judgment are accepted from discharge. And it lists the amount, 1.225,000 in pain and suffering, the 1 million in punitive damages, litigation expenses, and the interest of $41,725.29. Okay. So they found in favor of Cardi B, stating that this is not able to be put on the bankruptcy. These amounts are removed. They are accepted from discharge. Now, if you don't understand what the word accepted means legally, now I'm going to give out another receipt. We're going to read the 11 US, the code 523A6. This rule that they keep referencing, the exceptions, we're going to read that. And I'm going to show you this is why they keep referring to this rule, because they are saying that this should not be on the bankruptcy. Remove it. And that's what this paperwork is. This paperwork granted Cardi B the summary judgment, and it is removing this lawsuit from Tasha K's bankruptcy. That does not mean that Tasha K's bankruptcy is thrown out of court, but Cardi B's, her shit is thrown out. The debt that she owed Cardi B is thrown out. We don't give a good goddamn about Discover and Comcast and Dish Network and all them other peoples. We don't care nothing about that. Cardi B's $3.9 million judgment, ma'am, that ain't on there no more. That's done. That's a done deal. That's not on there no more. Okay. Hold on, you guys. Patty says Dennis is saying in a slick way they found some money laundering with Tasha K, and there's a fire at the end of the road. I would not doubt that because we all know that she hid money over there in Africa when she was smiling from here to Kingdom Come, and she thought that she was doing a big one by showing us that she was over there in Africa. She don't know, but she sealed her fate right there when she took that picture. I don't care if you took it down or you removed it. You took a picture and you alluded to the fact that you moved money. And the Judge Ray Ray, told you not to move no goddamn money. So just because we don't know now, we always say this. We might not know now, but we are going to know in the future. So now let's break down this US 523, this code, okay, that they keep referring to. Hey, famous producers, thank you. Let's go ahead and pull that up. Okay, because I don't know why the girls just don't do their research. They be so quick, don't want to come out here and post, but you got to do the research. Before I went live last night, I did my research. I pulled the documents. Now, this is the Cornell Law School. Now, we know this is a very reputable law school, okay? Now, this is the statute that the bankruptcy courts determined covered the fact that this was going to be discharged. Hold on, you guys. Okay, he gonna come running in. Mom, the man said he need his money. Will you calm down? I know you got to pay the ride here. I'm live. Relax. Thank you, Patty. I tried, girl. So now here is this law, okay? U.S. Code 523, 11 U.S. Code 523, exceptions to discharge. I mean, the paperwork was clear. I don't know what the neighborhood talk. I don't understand. The paperwork was clear. Y'all need to go ahead and remove that. Y'all need to take that post down because it is incorrect. When you said you wanted to provide some clarity, you're wrong. You should have told the people to come over to the SweetpeaDiaries on YouTube and get the tea and get the scoop. Because, honey, you led the people down the wrong path. I don't know if Tasha got a hold to y'all. Child, it's the 19 cent for me, too. It's the 19 cents for me, okay? But I don't know if Tasha K got around there, and I don't know. But honey, Tasha K is done. This is a done deal. I do not care if the bankruptcy is still going, but this case with Cardi B, she got to pay the piper. She got to pay. They said that this is accepted, and we read it. The word accepted to discharge means you can't file this on your bankruptcy. And when we go through this law, what do we see? Lo and behold, you go on down and move on down a little bit. And we say, where is it? Okay, 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 okay. Here we go, right here. Thank you for the Cash App. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Thank you. Y'all heard that going off. Bing. Thank you, sweetheart. So now when we look down here, it says that if a debt, okay, wait, that's number 6. So let me go up to the number 1 up here. Wait. A discharge under section 723, 1141, 1192, 1228, 22AB, 132AB of this title does not discharge an individual debtor for any debt for willful and malicious injury by the debtor to another entity or to the property of another entity. So this is the willful and malicious injury that they keep referring to. Cardi B's team in their legal documents and their motions. This is part of the law that the judge went on ahead and found that Cardi B absolutely is correct, and that the summary judgment he found in favor of Cardi B pursuant to this rule right here, to this clause right here in this law, for willful and malicious injury by the debtor to another entity or to the property of another entity. So because you did this to Cardi B, they found that it was willful and malicious. The jury found that it was willful and malicious to the tune of $3.9 million. They are saying that it's not dischargeable. It is accepted. Thank you, KB, for the $25. Thank you for everything you do. I appreciate you keeping us up to date with the facts and receipts. Thank you so much. You guys know that I pride myself in receipts. I pride myself in the truth. And I mean, it is what it is. The receipts are receipting. Neighborhood Talk, it was right in your face in black and white. I don't know if y'all just was having a bad day. I don't know what it was. I like the Neighborhood Talk. I usually like their, but when I saw, I said, this is not right. Y'all, it's right in y'all face. Y'all got to read. Reading is fundamental. It's right there. It's right there. I mean, it's right there. Like, I mean, look, it's right here. It's right here. I'm going to post their posts. I'm going to post their post. It is right there in black and white. The part that they put up here, the award of damages in the amended defamation judgment against Tasha K and the post-judgment interests are accepted from discharge. And they said not only that, but specifically these following amounts are accepted from discharge. So I don't understand. I'm just trying to understand it. I don't know what they were reading or what they, what they just didn't comprehend. But the word accepted and the phrase from discharge means that it is removed. It is it's non-dischargeable. Oh, thank you, Dia. I love you, girl. Thank you, sweetness. I mean, I don't understand it, you guys. What is it that they don't get? What is it that they are missing? I mean, you got people hitting me up and you got people on my timeline and you got people in my emails saying that we got the information incorrectly. But my people, my sweeties, they said, oh, we know, we believe you, Sweet Pea. We know what you're saying. What is it that the neighborhood talk don't get? You read the documents. Dennis Byron read the documents. Y'all got the actual court documents. And then they kill me how they like to grab and throw it up on they and then put their logo like they got, like these are documents that they made. Girl, child, honey, this stuff is from Docket Bird. Y'all just got this paperwork from Docket Bird just like we all did. I don't give a damn if you put an arrow post-judgment interest. Yeah, they charging her interest because she was playing in these people's face and she been postponing paying this judgment. So they charged interest. They did not amend the claim. What do you mean amend the claim? This is not a claim. This is a lawsuit. Look at the wording. The wording is not even wording. This wording is all off. A federal judge has not denied Tasha K's bankruptcy claim or dismissed Cardi B's judgment. They amended the claim, asking the judge to add the interest. What? What? Why would they amend the claim asking the judge to add interest to a bankruptcy claim? So you're saying that Tasha K is asking the bankruptcy court to amend her bankruptcy and add more money on there? Because that's who would be adding more money. That's who would be amending a claim. Cardi B wouldn't be amending it because she didn't file the claim. Tasha K would be amending it. So why would she want to add more money? I mean, see, people do not read. They do not make any sense. They just throw up captions because they want on in their quest to want to be right. I don't know if they have something against Ken Barbie and maybe they wanted to try to prove Ken Barbie wrong. I don't know what it was. But honey, this is incorrect. This information is not true. I don't know if they saw my shit and they was like, oh no, because they don't tell you where they got it from. They don't tell you who they're talking about because Lord forbid they give you some clout. Lord forbid they mention your channel and send people to your channel. That's how we do, in our community. We like crabs in a barrel. We don't want to see each other make it. We don't want to see. I mean, I can remember a time when the neighborhood talk around there didn't have the type of following that they have now. They were very much, falling behind and second best to the shade room. Okay, now they're kind of like competing with the shade room. And you don't want to give us any credit. You can give the people that you're speaking about, you can give us credit by saying, well, I saw this on SweetpeaDiaries channel and it's wrong. No, they don't want to do that. They want to act like, oh, they ain't watching us because we small. Well, where you get this from, honey? Because I was the only one live last night with the information. And Dennis Byron, me and Dennis was the only ones live with the information. I know Ken Barbie posted it and all that, but actually going live and doing a live piece on it, honey, we were the only ones. Because I looked on YouTube before I did my video and there was none. There wasn't even any articles on Google, Baller Alert. Nobody had the information. Nobody had it. Dennis Byron was the first one out here with it. And you know why? Because he has a direct line into Dennis Byron. He has a direct line into Cardi B. Okay? So you can believe when he comes out with information, he has talked to Cardi B. So do you really think that Cardi even tweeted, "Party gang, where y'all want to go? Basically, we got the money. I'll take y'all anywhere with Tasha K's money." So why would Cardi B tweet that? So Cardi B got her own judgment wrong? Cardi B's attorneys is not giving her the right information? Neighborhood Talk, you need to take this post down. This is wrong. This is incorrect. Pam Esquire was live as well. And I believe everyone that was live last night, we had the correct information. We had the documents straight from Docket Bird, Pacer. They all come from Pacer. We had the correct information. Lady Princess says, looks like they took it down. Did they take it down? Let's check. Let's check. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. They took it down, y'all. Nope, they ain't take it down. It's still there, child. No, y'all, it's still there. They ain't take it down. Hey, Itsy Bitsy. It's still there, but they, I don't expect them to take it down. Even if they know that it is wrong, I believe that they still want to leave it up because it's got a lot of views on it, engagement. They ain't going to take it down. You know what I'm saying? Even though they know it is wrong. I don't think that they're going to take it down or retract their statement. Dennis Byron is even commenting under it. I commented under it. Even everyone in the chat is, in the comment section is telling them that they got it wrong. Because you can read it. It doesn't take a rocket scientist. This little excerpt that they have on their caption, you can see that it clearly says accepted from discharge. What the fuck do they think that means? Accepted, exempt, same word. What they think that means? This has been removed from the bankruptcy. That is what this means. Okay? We're not saying that Tasha K's bankruptcy is out the window. We don't give a damn about the rest of the shit that's on that bankruptcy. The rest of the shit on that bankruptcy is nothing compared to what she owes Cardi B. So now that they remove that, everything else is probably manageable. Okay, you can go ahead and put together your little payment plan for the rest of your stuff. But the only reason she filed bankruptcy was because of this debt, Cardi B's debt. Everything else she probably could pay off without filing for bankruptcy. It really wasn't that much debt. She can just do a payment plan with the IRS and do a payment plan with everybody else. These millions right here, this is what she was trying to get out of paying. But see, this is what, and it doesn't even matter really, because even if they left that on the bankruptcy, she still would have had to pay. That's what people do not realize. It was a Chapter 11, and it was going to be a payment plan. It was never going to be discharged anyway. This is not a Chapter 7. A Chapter 7 absolves you from debt, and you discharge that debt. You basically walk away. 11s and 13s are repayment plans. That's why she was going to court in front of the creditors and having the meeting of the creditors, discussing payment plans, all of that, because that is what it was going to be giving. That's why she offered the payment plan that she did to Cardi B in the first place. Well, now they done go ahead and they just did her one better. And they just said, well, girl, you know what? Guess what? Just take that shit on off the bankruptcy because it's not even dischargeable. Just go ahead and remove that and go ahead and pay Cardi B her money. So now this means What this means is that this debt is now owed. It is right back to being owed. She can't do, there are no more rabbit out of the hats to pull out. There are no more monkey wrenches. There are no more tactics. There's no more. She's all out of options. So now all that there is left to do is pay. She can't formulate any more plans. There's no more. Nothing can be done. No more. Okay. The fact that they have said that this is a non-dischargeable debt and that it is accepted from discharge, she can forget about it. That's it. I mean, what's the point of even going through with the bankruptcy? Now it's just, fuck it. We don't, you might as well forget it. Renege. I was just motherfucking playing. Judge. Say, we don't want to file bankruptcy. Say, because everything else, what's the point? Girl, you went in there telling them people you own Louis bags. All you had was $2,500 worth of furniture. Honey, Cardi and them said they want to see that furniture. They want to see them bags. They wanted pictures of all that shit. I was trying to see if I could find the discovery, but they were supposed to, that was another thing that was going to be coming. In January, I believe, January 9th or something like that, 2024, they were supposed to be having another pre-trial conference. So if this was discharged or dismissed, then I think the paperwork says that they're not going to go forward with the actual pre-trial conference. So because this has been essentially dismissed, I don't think that they're going to go forward with the pre-trial conference as it pertains to Cardi B and Tasha K because it's removed now. So I don't know if she still would have, if that's part of the bankruptcy with the other creditors, but I know for Cardi B, this is done. This is a done deal. This is a done deal. Now, I will say, I'm not sure if there is still an amount that is out there to be owed. I know I see this as 1 million to 25, then the other million in the punitive, then the 1.3. I thought that there was another amount. Let me add this real quick. Because if there's another amount, that part was not found to be non-dischargeable. So that might be able to be still on the bankruptcy if this doesn't add up to the amount. But let me check real quick. All right, let's see. We got 1,025,000 plus 1,000,000 plus 1,338,753,47. Yeah, that's 3.3. So there's another 200 and some odd thousand. So there's another amount that is missing from this. But even in any event, it's still over $3.3 million. I know she owed 3.8 and some change. So there is an amount that they did not, I think, put into this, saying that it is not accepted. It might be that. I'm not sure. I'm gonna check Dennis's his page as well. But from what I got, this is $3,363,753.47 plus that $41,725.29. Okay. So there is a little bit being shaved off. Okay. But in any event, it's still over $3.3 million that has been accepted. Okay. And the word accepted means exempt. It is exempt from discharge. I think it is the lesser amount that Cardi's team took off. I think it's that. But in any event, honey, who cares if it's who cares? Because it's still $3.3 million, ma'am, that you do not have. Okay. And then it's the interest for me. They said, while you at it, go on ahead and pay the woman an extra $41,000 for playing in her face, for wasting her time. Now, last night, I also explained how this is going to work, how this collection is going to work. Because a lot of people was asking me that, Sweet Pea, how does the collection work? How is Cardi B going to get her money if Tasha doesn't have it? All right. Tasha K does not have 3.3 million. We know this. How is she going to pay Cardi? She's going to pay Cardi over the course of the rest of her life. That's how she's going to pay Cardi B. Now, what's going to happen? She's going to be garnished. That's like any debt that is owed by anybody. They garnish your wages. So whatever state that they're going to do this according to, if it's going to be the state she lives in, I believe that's probably how that would go down. Florida, she's going to have to take, Cardi's going to have to take the percentage that they are allowed to garnish in the state of Florida. That will be deducted from any type of income that Tasha has. So if Tasha has PayPal, Cash App, her app, Patreon, YouTube, whatever online means of money that she's making, Cardi B can file for garnishment. So she will send a garnishment paperwork to all of these companies that issue Tasha K a check, and she can collect that percentage for garnishment. So say if it's 26% in the state of Florida, then 26% of whatever checks that Tasha K gets, Cardi can garnish 26% of it. That's how that will work. She can go ahead and take from any income she has. And because it's such a large amount of money, she's going to be paying that forever. Unless she hit the lottery, unless somebody gives her a contract and gives her an advance, she's going to be paying this for the rest of her life. So, I believe that Tasha K feels like, well, she can't get what I don't got. But what they will do, the U.S. Marshals are the ones that have control over this judgment, okay? So now what they will do, they will take her assets and they will liquidate them, because the U.S. Marshals are the ones that are in control of these type of lawsuits. Like when you're found guilty, to get your judgment, you go through the U.S. Marshals and they institute getting your money, collecting your money. So they will sell off. You've heard of like auctions, federal auctions and stuff. They will sell off her home. They will sell off cars she owes and whatever, and they'll liquidate those properties and assets, and they'll give Cardi that money. Whatever they make off of it, it will get transferred to Cardi B. So this is a problem. This is serious. I know people say, well, she ain't got it. She can't get what she don't got. She has assets and they will liquidate them, and they don't care if she doesn't eat, her kids don't eat, her kids don't go to school. They do not care about that. The U.S. Marshal's job is to liquidate and give the debtor their money, give the creditor their money. That's just what their job is. And if you don't believe me, you can do your research and find that out on your own. But that is how that will work. Because y'all remember when Cardi was asking for the courts to make Tasha pay that money, the U.S. Marshals were involved. Y'all remember? The U.S. Marshals were the ones that was going to institute this auction and selling off houses and all this. You got to go through the U.S. Marshals. So this is serious for Tasha. When Cardi says she was going to make sure the kids is not going to go to college, that's basically what is happening, because there is no money left over after paying Cardi for anybody to be in college. Knight Rider says, we tried to warn her to stop, but those miserable winos walked her into this. Tasha, I know you in the bushes, I went over and subscribed since it's Cardi's channel for sure now. Wonder why TK's 1 million subs didn't make a $5 Cash App donation so she can pay the amount owed. Well, Tasha K told them not to. If you remember, they set up a GoFundMe, and Tasha K said, shut them down. She reported some of them. She didn't want any of that. She has so much pride, and at the end of the day, she would rather sit out here looking foolish than to take the help of her subscribers, than to accept donations. She turned it down, Bougie Barbie. She told them to stop with the GoFundMes. She said that they were not her GoFundMes. She said she didn't ask anybody to start those GoFundMes. Oh, yes. Okay, so I don't know how she expects to get this money up and get this money together if she did not want to accept donations, because you're not going to be able to pay this. You're going to have to get, somebody's going to have to loan you that money. I don't know if you're going to have to sign a contract or some type of blood contract, child. She recently said in a live that she doesn't need the wino's help, but instead to donate that money to some girl that she had on her live. But see, that's probably when she thought that it was going to be discharged from that bankruptcy. She thought that she was going to, surely, that the bankruptcy was going to take care of it all. Y'all remember how cocky she was sitting on T.S. Madison's show that day. She was cocky. Oh, that's what we got bankruptcies for. Oh, that's what we got lawyers for. Now to come and find out that the lawyers only costed $5,000, a $5,000 retainer. Ma'am, $5,000 and you got $5,000 worth of work. Oh, she interviewed Apple Watts. And so I remember that Apple got into a car accident and she's, going through a lot of rehabbing and stuff like that. So I understand people donating to her, but girl, you are in a worse situation that you're worse off than Apple Watts. I know Apple has the, physical conditions that she's getting over, but honey, you are in a shit. You are in a hot water. You in a hot pot, a pressure cooker, $3.8 million pressure cooker. So if anybody was donating to me, I would be taking that money. But see, she's foolish. That's a fool. A fool turns down money. Again, wanting to make it look like she's in control, wanting to do the 52 fake out. Christine said she would fake her death if she had to pay that kind of money. Well, this is her own doing though, because Cardi B gave her plenty of chances to take down the videos, and she wanted to try to back Cardi in a corner and make her come on for an interview. Okay. You want to come in and explain your side? Why? Why would she want to come explain lies? Why would she want to come answer to some shit that you and Star Marie made up? Cardi did right. What she look like going up there and giving you clout, giving you a story, entertaining that fake shit? She says she refused to take from the poor to give to the rich. Tasha needs to stop it. Girl, you have ruined your entire brand. You're going to forever be known as the woman that got sued by Cardi B. That's what you're going to always be known as. That woman that owes Cardi B $3.8 million. Adam said it on the No Jumper interview that you was on. He said that he was telling everybody he was going to interview you, and the people was like, who is she? Oh, that woman that got sued by Cardi B. And why are you not on Queen Radio? You still have not made it to Queen Radio. All of this shit you did to get the attention of Nicki Minaj, you still ain't made it to Queen Radio. And that is because Nicki Minaj don't want to have a damn thing to do with you. She don't really like you. She cannot stand Tasha K. Thank you, Toxic K. Sincere says, why is it always in favor of the celebrity? It's not always in favor of the celebrity. This is in favor of Cardi B because Cardi B is actually right in this instance. Tasha K is wrong in this instance. You can't just make up lies and make up narratives and spread them. I don't care how much money Cardi B has. I don't care how much of a celebrity she is. You still don't have the right to lie on somebody. And people, that's what, well, she better get used to it. She's a celebrity. People gonna talk. Cardi spends too much time interacting with the public. No, 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 no. Cardi goes off on her fans. All that shit Tasha been talking. Cardi B, she ain't giving no record. Cardi B, her music label ain't got no money. Atlantic Records ain't got no money. Cardi B this, Cardi B that. She's broke. She's doing Walmart commercials. Ma'am, are you dumb? Cardi B is not hurting for no money. She's scared to make another album because she knows it's not going to do well. All this shit, you was on No Jumper, and all you could do was talk about Cardi B and her career and what music she making and what her and her husband doing in their house and her kids, and all the fuck you could do was talk about Cardi B when you was getting your once in a lifetime chance for some publicity. Isn't that what you did all this for? And all you could still do, like a crazed fan, obsessed fan, was talk about Cardi B. You sitting on a platform with millions of viewers and you talking about Cardi B. Because nothing else is interesting. You talked about your SA as a child. You talked about the uncle with the things on his pee and he had you sucking it and all of this. And nobody even cared. Nobody even sympathized. Adam was so uncomfortable. You on a major stage such as No Jumper, and all you could do was talk about Cardi B, try to gain sympathy with a fake ass story. Because you told us that your family never helped you with the essay that was done against you, that was committed. You said that you and your family fell out over that situation. They didn't believe you. But now, when you're on the No Jumper podcast, you had a completely different story. You were supposed to be talking about your touring and your show and all this that you got coming up. You mentioned it one time. But you seem to know everything about Cardi B. Talking about Offset is sloppy, cheating. And you're not even supposed to be mentioning nothing like that. You have an injunction against those type of statements. And you was right up there still talking about Offset cheating. That's a no-no. You ain't supposed to be doing that. That's all she talked about was sexual things. She talked about all the men she been with, but she says that Cardi B is the one that's promiscuous. Cardi B's the slut. Ma'am, all you talked about from the age of 5, 6, you've been getting it in. Yeah. She talked about it like a bitter ex. Talked about it in a weird way because who describes a peen with bumps on it as a child? He had you sucking D. You called his wife and said that he had you sucking D. What? Who talks about that in that way when they're referencing a child? Alan, play with my tutu. Your aunt asked you what you was doing all day. Play with my Barbies, and Alan licked my tutu. Alan licked your tutu. What? But I believe she did all that to garner some type of sympathy, and it backfired. It didn't work because all people thought was it was weird. It was weird. We didn't feel any sympathy. We felt cringed. Like, ooh. We were like, huh? What? I play with my Barbies and I don't like my tutu. What? I don't lick your tutu. And then she said when they put her in it, she remember showing them what happened using dolls. I remember dolls. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. They did not put no goddamn doll babies in front of you. That's like the black baby and the white baby. And which one will they pick up, the white baby or the black baby? Talking about they put dolls in front of her. She remembered dolls. So you trying to say that you showed them the abuse that happened to you by using dolls? Ma'am, why would you be having to use dolls when you were able to speak? You were capable of saying that Alan licked your tutu, but you needed a doll to talk to the people down to the courthouse. When you had to describe what happened to you, you needed a doll. Ma'am, stop it. Stop it, ma'am. I said, oh, God, oh, Tasha now, God damn. I said, now, Tasha K. You want us to believe that? Girl, you want us to believe that? That they had to put dolls in front of you? And here it is, you just described your tutu being licked. Stop it. Stop it now. Now, I want y'all, and I mean, everything that she did, and it was all because she was mad because Joe Budden didn't want to put out that interview because he said that clearly her and Cardi B, they are very passionate over what has happened. You know, it's still fresh, you know? And so she got mad. Matter of fact, y'all remember this? Watch this.
Hey y'all, come on in, come on in. Let me put some lip gloss on. My lips is dry. Give me a second. Y'all come on in here. Okay. My hair already messed up. Y'all come on in here. Let me know when you in here. Hey, y'all. Okay. How's everybody doing? Okay. I need the moderators dropping the link to Adam's interview with me. Yes, I need the moderators dropping the link to Adam's interview with me. Shout out to Adam. Thank you, Adam. I appreciate No Jumper. And I wanted to come on here and say something because I have to say it. And I talk with, I was kind of wrestling back and forth. And then, once I had some time to really, really ponder on things, because that's what I do. I think a lot. I overthink. I said, I got to say this because if I don't say it, you guys expect for Black media to be as fair and have as much integrity as possible. You guys expect that from us. You deserve that. With all this fake news and fake narratives going on, especially during heightened times like this where, we got AI in the mix and people can make it up or, it's hard to really, really hone in on that authenticity. And I want to tell you something that I did that I'm not proud of. And that's what this platform is for. It's not to judge anyone. We come, we get enlightened, we laugh at our problems, and we come with we lead with ideas, whether it's inspiration, whether it's just feeling good and knowing that life is really, really not that serious. And so I did something that I shouldn't have done. But I'm glad I did it, because it will never happen again. So when we were putting together my PR run, okay, for our October 20th wine, gossip, and comedy show in Miami, everybody has been reaching out to me to do an interview. Everybody. I turned down We in Miami 4 times. 4 times. Like, I have been turning down everybody. Okay. And I'm like, I'm not ready because I'm really focusing on my brand. I don't want no one out here to create a narrative for my brand. So when I go to speak on other people's platforms, they're going to know that the brand is solidified and there's nothing you can do to change that narrative. But I said, but if I ever give that one interview, it's got to be with Black media. And it's got to be with someone who I feel is not afraid, it's got to be with somebody that I feel that is not afraid to allow the truth to come out, but still remain objective, right? And take an objective stance, not take sides, but be the platform, okay, that people want to watch, but still remain non-biased and objective, so people can draw what they want from it. And I really honestly thought, because I thought long and hard that was going to be Joe Budden. I said, I could have sat down with anybody to give that one, right? Because my interview with Adam is nothing compared to what I did for Joe Budden. I said, it's got to be Black media. And it's got to be somebody that I feel has been objective. And I've watched his approach to everything that I've had going on. And he's always been very objective, in my opinion. I felt like, he didn't mind speaking out or calling out the bullshit, and being professional about it. But at the same time, calling it for what it is, because he's shared some of his own shit, like when Rory and Mal left, I saw him go through that. And that's hard, when both of your hosts leave you and you got to figure out what to do. And this narrative is being spared about you. Or when Tahiri and all these other women were trying to say that he was a woman beater, right? And I never picked up those stories because I didn't believe them. I just did not believe they did, he did what they said he did at the time because, of where it came from. I'm like, there's a way that, women go about, explaining domestic violence and all this. And I just didn't feel that it was coming from a great place. And I'm just telling you from what I've observed. And so I was like, with someone who's been falsely accused of things, and he's still been able to rise above all of the negativity, and he understands what it's like to be the underdog, and how you see people that you feel is not even better than you get bigger contracts than you, get treated better. Why are these streaming services lowballing me but highballing them? And I'm putting in the work day by day. I now understand why nobody fucks really with Joe. Joe is all bark, but no bite. All bark, but no bite. Meaning he says what people want to hear to get their attention. But when it comes to putting the money on the table to pay the bill, you gonna have to be knocking on that door looking for that money. You said you was gonna do this. And he has every right to do what he wants to do with his platform. This is not what this is about. This is about him getting it out the mud, having to rebrand himself after they labeled him a drug addict, a woman beater, all of these things. But I should have known that when he sat his ass on Drink Champs And he said out his own mouth that when Jay-Z calls, he gets scared. And I said that to him in the interview that I did. I said, you and I, even though we're the same, but the way you move and the way I move is different. Jay-Z can't call me and tell me to bark. He can't call me and tell me to bite. Jay-Z don't pay none of y'all bills, but for you to be a black man to sit up and just bow down to this other black man and he ain't did a motherfucking thing for you, he didn't even remember saying that. But then when I hear, oh, he's got to comb through the interview, he's got to make sure this and make sure that, I bodied each and every one of those black men to the point that all of them said after they were done, we're winos. Tasha, you can come back here anytime you want. I sat outside and I had a conversation with this black man. I said, you know what's sad is that we cannot, as black media, stick together for the betterment of the people. And he was like, black media will never do it. Black media will never do it. And now he's literally owning up to his own words. We're black media. We're not supposed to be friends. We're not supposed to have industry colleagues to the point where it affects the work. When it starts to affect your work and your judgment, when a BBL starts to fuck with your mind and your dick and you make bad decisions based off of outside aesthetics and you ignore doing the right thing, but when the BBL turns around and tries to say you kicked babies out of her stomach and broke ribs, now you want the non-BBL bitch to speak up for you. This is the type of nigga that Joe Budden is, and I honestly regret sitting down with him and giving him that one interview that would shake social media so bad that it shook his fake ass in that lace shirt with his belly sitting over his dick, that he did exactly what the BBL told him to do, because just like every other weak ass black man, they choose ass over bills. Now I want y'all to clip this. Yes, angry, black, bald head. That's what I want you to clip. And I honestly regret giving him the interview that I should have gave that cracker, Adam 22, when he had the intelligence to read my case. Instead of me sitting down with a black man that is supposed to have my back when I'm supposed to have his back, when Latino women are out here saying that he's breaking ribs and kicking babies out of their fucking stomachs. Then you want the black woman to come sit in court and picket for your bitch ass. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. And you wonder why black people don't get ahead, because we can't fucking stick together. We want to try to mask it and blame crackers. But no, it's your jealous bitch ass. Fucking right, I'm mad. And you want us to settle. That's why you chose a black woman. Shout out to Melissa Ford. But let me say something. I said this to her. You chose Melissa Ford for that platform because she would never stand up to your bitch ass. You are the type that hates women with a fucking voice. So when they cry and say, oh, somebody did this to me, you feel sorry for the pussy until the rabbit got the gun on your bitch ass, calling you a drug addict, calling you a woman beater. But you innocent. But you ain't take the time to read my case, nigga. You ain't never picked up the motherfucking court documents. You just believe that bitch. Because she got a BBL and a pussy. The same bitch that'll turn around and say you kicked the baby out her stomach. Don't fucking play with me. So yes, I'm going to push this cracker above you. And I will never in my life ever consider color or expect a black man such as yourself to have a black woman's back. And the next time these bitches get up to say you beat their ass, I'ma fucking believe them. The same way you believe that bitch. Now consider that aspect, nigga. Now interview, and you get to know Tasha K and everything I fucking built myself with my black African husband who's not afraid to stand up to no nigga, including you. You fake. You fake. All talk, no backbone in your motherfucking ass, bitch. Now that's why I called you gay.
Woo, child. And honey, she had that white around her lips. It was the right around your lips for me, Tasha. Black, oh, bald head. Y'all clip this. Black, bald head. You're gonna believe the BBL. The next time you take the baby out of stomach, all the motherfucker believe. Tasha, are you mad or not? Black, bald head. Yeah, yo, that dick around your belly. Your dick around your belly, that dick. I said, well, damn, what has that got to do with it? This ain't a video. Next time on the motherfucker pavilion. What BBL? Girl. Woo, child. A black guy. A bald head. Ooh, Tasha, she was spitting all out the goddamn camera. Oh, hell, ugly. You forgot that one. Black, ugly. You forgot that part, girl. I was waiting on that part. Black, a bald head, ugly. Girl, when she started spitting, that's when she said I had to stop because the spit is all around my mouth. It got on up on the camera. Girl, we don't care about your black African husband. Always trying, this is what kills me about black women that get with African men. Always trying to put them above other black men as if to say there is a difference. He black like any other man. So what are you trying to say, Tasha? Is he better than other black men because he's African? Did you somehow try to elevate him above other black men? That's what it was given to me. My black African husband. Child, your black African husband, you better watch out for his African mama, because she gonna run there and get that brush. She gonna get some of that hair. Shekna, give me her blush. Her blush, Shekna. Give me a piece of her hair. They're gonna work at the roots on you, Tasha. Because you took him down. She's a disclaimed, Shekna. She's a disclaimed. Go get you a nice African woman. Get you a nice African woman, Shekna. Why are you doing, Shekna? Go get me the blush. Get me the blush. I need her hair. I need her hair. They're going to have Tasha walking around like a chicken. She's going to be walking around there. Shut your mama. She's going to be walking around there doing the fucking chicken. black, bald hell. Well, next time you believe a baby hell, I'm a motherfucker blue. You took a baby out of stomach. I said, what baby got kicked out of the stomach? Ooh. She was mad about that. She's mad about that, y'all. She's upset. You did this to yourself. You are upset with everybody else. But see, I'm going to tell you why she was so mad at Joe Budden. Because see, she thought that Joe Budden got a thing against Cardi B. Didn't he have some kind of beef with Cardi B? Or they don't really have the best history? So she thought when she was looking around for interviews that she can do, places she can go, platforms she could go on, she was looking for that one. You're right. You were looking for that one. You were looking for that one that you could rub in Cardi B's face. And you thought that Joe Budden was going to be that one. See, you thought you was going to get your funky ass up there on his platform and trash Cardi B. It don't take a rocket scientist to see what your angle was. And see, Joe thought that's what you wanted too. And he beat your ass to the punch. He said, oh, no, 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 no. I'm not going to risk my platform for a vendetta that you have, ma'am. I don't got shit to do with this. He saw that he saw through the bullshit that you was going to try to use him to gloat at Cardi B. That's what that was. You wanted to gloat and rub that shit in Cardi B's face. You knew that interview with Joe Budden would not have sat right with Cardi B. And you wanted him to do that interview for that very reason. It had nothing to do with you wanted black media. Since when do you give a fuck about black people and sticking together and a black man and this and that? You called him gay, remember? You just let him know you called him gay. So you don't give two fucks about a Joe Budden. You don't think Joe Budden is talented to where you wanted to be on his show. You wanted to play a game and you wanted to use him as a pawn. And that's why it backfired, because your motive wasn't right. You thought because Joe Budden, exactly, because he had gave a negative review about bongos, that you could use his platform for your agenda against Cardi B. That's what you thought. And remember, you wanted the white attorneys. You didn't want to hire black attorneys, a black legal team. You went with the white legal team. You said unless somebody white tells you to leave Cardi B alone, you wasn't going to stop. You remember those words? I remember that. Unless somebody white told you to take the videos down, until the white crackers tell me to take down the video. You remember all that shit? Didn't want to go with the black. So why now, every time, this is what black people do. Every time things don't go your way, you want to trash black people because they're not sticking with you. But you only want them to stick with you when it's convenient. You went up there, you tried to trash R. Kelly's legacy. You tried to trash Aaliyah's legacy. And I'm not getting into the whole R. Kelly right, wrong, what he did, what he didn't do. No, you trashed that man. Regardless to what his shit and his case and all of that, you trashed that man. And you had a vendetta against R. Kelly. You really did. That's why your ass, that is coming. The chickens are coming home to roost with that as well. Because the way you got and obtained that information from the jail, you and your conspirator, y'all are going to face that too. Thank you, Sexy Brown Eyes, for the $20. And thank you guys for the Cash Apps. I see those as well. I appreciate it because, honey, I am taking a lot of, these people is trying to say that I'm putting up wrong information. So you guys support the show. I am accepting Cash Apps. Y'all remember, I told you I ain't going to do, these people tell me that I can't have my Cash App up. I'm going to have my Cash App up. If they can have theirs up, honey, I'm going to have mine up as well. Okay? So the best way to support the show, if y'all want to support the show, is by sending a Cash App, okay, or a PayPal or a Zelle or what have you. And my Cash App and PayPal is right here, honey. Because these people is trying to say that I'm putting up wrong information. The neighborhood talk is saying we don't got the right information, and we have the goddamn court documents. And let me tell y'all something. If y'all don't know by now, I have been the one covering this case from beginning to end. And I told you guys that I was going to see this through. I didn't care how they dragged me, the winos, they lied on me, they trolled me. Tasha K did a video about me on her backup channel. She made all of them goddamn women come over and they were in my chat relentless. I had to shut down my goddamn chat. I had to shut down my comment section. I had to shut it down because of them, because she knew that I was telling the truth. She tried to say that Cardi was giving me the documents. That was a lie. She said that the documents I had was fake. And I had to shut down my comment section on all my videos because they were trolling me. She told them to go over, who the fuck is the SweetpeaDiaries? And look, what did I tell them back then? It don't matter if it's now or later. But she lost this case. She lied on her children, y'all. This woman said, I swear on my kids, I am not losing the lawsuit. When I said she was losing, she went as far as to say that I was lying, and she swore on her children. She lied on these babies' lives, okay? That's how deep it was for her. She lied on the babies. And now look, she don't even got them with her. This has been a lie from the beginning until now. She has lied. She has lied on Cardi B and anyone that has told the truth. She has lied. And all of this is for Nicki Minaj. It is all for the love of Nicki. That's what a show should be, for the love of Nicki. Because this is all for Nicki Minaj. Tasha K did all of this for Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj could give two fucks about you. Why you not on her show promoting your show? Why you not on Queen? She just did a Queen radio show. You should have been on that. You've been doing press runs. You on No Jumper. You was all over the place. Why you not on Queen radio? She just did a show. Yoda's in there screaming. Hold on, y'all. I had to give the cat. I had to give the cats the treats, honey. They done tipped the treat bag over and was trying to open up the bag. They're smart. Cats are smart. I don't know if it's just these ones, but they are really smart. My cats are extremely smart. They know. And look at Evan trying to eat. I just gave you your treats, Evan. Why are you eating theirs? You just had 4. I done gave Evan 4 treats. Now he's up there trying to lick their treats. Leave their stuff alone. You just had 4 big treats. But all of this has been for the love of Nikki, and that's what the reality show should be. She should be for the love of Nikki. That's what it should be. Because this is all that it is about. She always talking about the queen and Nicki Minaj and comparing Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. She keeps a lot of this shit up and keeps it going with that whole Cardi B, Nicki Minaj. Cardi, she ain't no better. She's not no match for Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj is the queen, and Nicki is better, and the music is better, and more accolades, and Nicki. You think as much as you was riding on this woman that she would have gave you a spot on Queen Radio by now. Ice Spice and them done made it around there. The kids done made it around there, and you ain't made it around there. She done put Ice Spice on her label. Honey, she got money to throw you a deal and put the winos on Queen Radio. She can put Tasha K's show on Queen Radio. Why is Tasha K's show not on Queen Radio? Tasha K's show should be on Queen Radio. Nicki Minaj can sponsor a podcast. Why not? That's about the only opportunity that she's going to get, because that shit that she just did with Joe Budden, that rant, all I heard was doors shut and closing. Poof. That's all I heard. All I heard was the creaking doors shutting. Doors being slammed in her face. That's all I've been hearing. When she was doing that rant, any opportunities that she would have had left, that was it. Any podcast deals, anything, you know what they said? If this is how she acts when you tell her no, or when you have a disagreement with her, we can't work with this. Because everything is not going to always go your way. It doesn't look like she knows how to talk out her differences. She snaps. She's not to be trusted. Because you know how the industry is. There's a lot of deals made in secret. There's a lot of things done in secret. I know that we talk about the Illuminati and we talk about rituals and we talk about the things when it comes to celebrities and Hollywood. We love a little conspiracy theory and we love those type of stories. But in all honesty, when you're trying to break into the industry and you got to work with people, you got to create friendships. And these things are done in secret. These things, you got to be able to be trusted. That's the name of the game in Hollywood. And Tasha don't have that. She don't got that skill set. She is not to be trusted. She'll do anything for a story. You can't do nothing around her. You can't give her no information. She'll give it and leak it and do a video just so she can get some views. And she don't even get enough views. It's not even worth it. She don't break 1 million views. She doesn't crack 1 million all the time. To be running around here acting the way she act. She act like she got it like that. Like she's just the one and everybody want her on their platform. Ma'am, you ain't got it like that. You ain't giving it up like that. You ain't giving up numbers like that. That's why Joe said he wasn't taking a risk, because let's hear his response. Okay. Let's listen at Joe's response, because, you can't just always hear one side. You got to listen to both sides. So after Tasha did that rant, Joe Budden responded on Clubhouse.
But it's one lady who decided to talk about you this weekend. Just to clear for the community, some people were just worried about why you chose her in general. Can you just explain why might you had respected her work at one time?
Oh, you talking about Shorty Doo?
Yes, indeedy.
And keep in mind that we said at one time. That does this statement that he says has no reflection on how he may feel now.
No, listen,
And it's
the
recorded.
girl's work ethic is her work ethic. Like, and she has it. Like, can't nobody take that away from her. I wanted to learn more about her. Clearly negligence on my part with that old her Cardi. They both seem to be entirely too passionate about whatever occurred for even a regular interview to go down. But the interview wasn't coming out not because of Cardi. Like I already told her, that interview was a problem uh, legally, financially, and algorithmically. There was a lot. There was a lot going on in that interview. It would be foolish of me to just put out an interview with the girl that just got sued and lost for $4 million without checking this. So all of this up just happened to happen while my lawyers was looking at this. So I mean, listen, you play with pigs, you get mud on you. I don't have nothing to say. Let the people have their fun kicking my back, and I think I'm kind of like immune to it now. Like it don't, as long as they ain't affecting nothing in real life, I don't care.
Exactly.
I want to I want to follow up on the pigs playing the pigs with mud. I remember you saying you didn't.
I just think like it's really y'all can laugh, but I just really think that it's effective that he's listening and he's watching real time and saying like, "Yo, I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do." Like, and I'm seeing how all of y'all are acting. Like, there's a strength in knowing,
Uh,
like, yeah,
Just energy
Now
wise.
somebody hit it on the head earlier. When we spoke to Tasha K, it sounded like she had a lot of hurt in life and was just ready to hurt anybody else. Like that's just a very destructive type of energy that I wouldn't have got that from her without meeting her. Like meeting her and hearing her story, and it's like, oh, this is why you like this. It's like, oh, okay, this is why some things are maybe hindering your progress. Oh, this is why there's levels to this. The way you move and it's still kind of low. I don't want to say low level, but it's
low vibrational.
yes, yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of that. So not to knock
Go
her.
ahead, Dash.
So aside from the legal standpoint, which is a huge standpoint, did her doing any of those clickbait videos with you and Melissa Ford's name in the titles have anything to do with it? Just a question for
No, I
me.
don't care about them videos. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, we had a really good interview. I understand why she's pissed about it not coming out. It was great. It was great. Like all around the board, it was great. But yeah, there was a lot in there that could have been all bad fast. So it was great. But it was great at what cost, right? Like I don't gain nothing from putting this out and then having this whole world of trouble just happen to pop up out of nowhere. Like I gain absolutely nothing from this interview. Like it's not worth it. I just thought it was
Go
a
ahead.
cool idea and a great way to end our vacation.
Now, I think everything that Joe said, I believe that it went down like that. I don't think that was cap. I don't think that was like politically correct statement just for the press. No, I believe that. I believe, like he said, it would have been foolish of him not to check the listen. I tell you guys all the time, when we do interviews with people, you guys see the interviews that I've had on my channel. I don't know if you guys have looked, some of the new people. I don't know if you know, but if you go back in time, I have done interviews with Hazel E. I've done interviews with Claudia Jordan. I've done interviews with Monique Slaughter from Love and Hip Hop. I've done interviews with Ines from the whole thing with the Diddy. I've done Day 26, Willie Taylor. I've done a lot of interviews with people that are in the industry. And when you do these interviews, they are not live, okay? They're pre-recorded. Just like what he did with Tasha. You sit down and you have a conversation and you tape it. You record it. So when I edit it and I put what I'm going to, I put it all together and I package it up and I edit it down to how I want everything to be. I then send it over to them and they got to approve it before I upload it. Okay? Because there might be clips in there, there might be things in there that they say that they don't want everybody to know. Because me and Moniece, we had a very long conversation. You guys know that Moniece is actually a friend of the show. She watches our channel. She interacts with me on Instagram. I talk to her sometimes in a DM. So we are very we have a really good relationship, working relationship. Hazel E, same thing. When I put out these things, I got to make sure that they are in agreement with what I'm going to put out. So you don't just throw shit up without checking it. So if Joe said that his lawyers had to look at that shit, he means that. And he's on a much larger scale than me. So you already know they said, well, this woman just got sued by Cardi B and lost. So we definitely got to check this out because we don't want no problems. We don't want her bringing her shit, her problems to our platform. Because we don't have no legal problems right now. We don't got no liabilities right now. And like he said, algorithmically, it didn't make sense to go ahead and bite that bullet because he's saying, I'm not going to get no views. When he said algorithmically, he meant I ain't going to get no views. It's not going to be in the algorithm. It's not like soon as I put this out, it's going to do millions of views. He already knows. They've researched Tasha K. They've researched her demographic. They've researched her reach. And they see that, yeah, she got 1 million subs, but she's not getting the traction. So he said this is more benefits her than it does me. So we need to, like he said, it would have been foolish of me to just throw something up to appease her without checking. And once they checked, they saw that there was some things that, now I think they could have edited it down, but because she moved too fucking fast and bit her nose off to spite her face, now the interview ain't going out at all. Because it might have been a possibility that he was going to clip it down, edit it down, and maybe air a friendly, a YouTube friendly version. But once she flipped the script like that, oh, you could forget about it. She's bitter, she's angry, and she needs to clean that shit up. Because, ma'am, this is all you're doing. I don't know who the fuck she's mad at. You need to be mad at yourself. I don't know why you're mad at Cardi B. Because she gave you a chance. She told you what was going to happen. You underestimated Cardi B. You underestimated the courts. You damn sure didn't take in any consideration what the courts were telling you. They told you to try to settle this shit way back when. But what did you do? Lied to the people and said that Cardi B wanted to settle with you, that she wanted to pay you. When really the judge was telling you, you need to let this go. You need to try to work something out and be done with it because, ma'am, if you take this to trial, you're going to lose. That's exactly what they tried to tell you. But guess what? Big-headed, prideful, and she thought these courts was YouTube. Same shit you get away with on YouTube, you ain't going to get away with in a court of law. You went in there half-ass with half-ass attorneys. You went in there, didn't take it serious. She admitted on no jumper. She had never been in a lawsuit before, never been in any legal. All she had ever had was a traffic ticket. You were in over your head, ma'am. Because she thinks more of herself than what she actually is. She thinks she's this high-powered celebrity, and she is not. How many times do I gotta tell you, Tasha? You are our co-worker, girl. You are sitting on YouTube on the free app like all of us. Your lights might just be a little brighter, girl. Your camera might just be a little sharper, honey. But you all sitting in the same spot that we all are. The free app. Your teeth might be a little bigger. Your hair might be a little blacker and bald. You might be a little louder, but you still on this free app like all of us with your African husband. Now, where's that getting you? Where that getting you with your African husband? Because your African husband, he about to pack up them African bags and leave you for an African woman. Because you blacker and you bald head. Girl, you believe the BBL. And it's time to say you kicked the baby out of her stomach. I'm a motherfucker believe. She did all that, and then people was just looking. People was looking at that and they was like, "Oh my goodness, this is how she acts." Kept calling that man a cracker. He done put you on his show. Now it's a cracker. That Adam cracker. That cracker. She said the N-word on Adam's show on No Jumper. Honey, I was so embarrassed. As many times as she said the N-word. Tasha is very rugged and ghetto, and she need to clean that shit up. But I blame our society because we just make anybody famous these days. People don't got to have no talent. They don't have to have PR teams. They don't have to have any. They could just be rough around the edges, and we just throw. Look at Sexy Red. No talent, no nothing. Just throw them up on the stage. Long as you got views and they, causing conversation and they're on every blog, they're famous. We just make anybody famous now. We give everybody a platform. They don't got to have no talent. And that's what Tasha K, that's what she thinks. She put her show together and it was the brightest and biggest on YouTube in the black sector. In the black tea sector. And in her head and in her mind, she made it. Ain't had contract the first, ain't had network deal the first, ain't had studio the first. She was downstairs in the basement with the blue background, with the wine glasses. Sheck done made her a nice little studio basement studio. Cameras, lights. And she really thought she was doing something. She really thought she was a celebrity. But that's not the real world, man. That's a YouTube. That's YouTube. You built a YouTube platform. Talking about everything she's built. Girl, what? A bunch of followers? What have you built? You owe the IRS. You were not properly paying your taxes. Your company is not properly legally on paperwork with the IRS. You don't pay your employees with checks. You pay them in Cash App. What have you built? It's half-ass. It's ghetto. It ain't even put together right. So what have you really built? What have you really done? All you've done is cause confusion. All you've done is be sued, and now you are in debt. And you're going to always be known as that woman that got sued by Cardi B. That woman that owes Cardi B $4 million. When you could have been so much more. Now you got to look at Storm. You've got to look at Armand. You got to look at all these people that are going way past you, that have surpassed. Look at Lovely T. Lovely T is doing the damn thing. You try to now have a show like she had a show. Lovely T's show was successful. Now you want to come out with a show. And all you're going to be thinking about when you're doing said show is that you got to pay Cardi. I don't even see how you're going to be funny. I don't even see how the audience is going to be funny and interact with you. I don't see how they're going to even be able to enjoy you, because all they're going to be thinking about is how she feeling that she owe Cardi B all this money. Like I said, if any of y'all go, I need y'all to tape that shit because I need to see it. I need to see how was the energy. What was it like? If I was her, I would cancel the shit. Like, I mean, you're just not in it. Has she even made a statement about what's going on? Usually she's trolling Cardi, cussing and screaming and hollering and hooping and hollering on the backup channel and calling her sis-in-law and taunting her. Have we seen anything on social media? I ain't hear. It's crickets. It's crickets. So I don't know, you guys. I just wanted to come up here and just, reel it back in and let y'all know that the neighborhood talk, they are not accurate. This information that they are putting out is wrong. Okay, we are correct. Tasha K's bankruptcy, it is not dismissed, but Cardi B's judgment is no longer on there. It is a non-dischargeable debt, which means she's exempt from being included in that loss, in that bankruptcy. So Tasha K immediately now goes back to owing Cardi B $4 million, and she's got to pay it. She's got to come up with a plan. And like I said, there is no more payment plans. There is no more, we going to go to court and try to figure this out. No, ma'am, you owe the money. So you need to start paying. You need to start putting the checks in the mail, depositing these checks, because you owe her. You owe her $4 million. $4 million. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. She's got 40 more seats available. Ma'am, that's a lot of seats. You ain't sold out. You still got 40 seats left. Wow. That's a lot of seats. And I mean, this couldn't have came at a worse time, this verdict and, this story, because I believe her concert or show or whatever, is it this weekend or next weekend? Like it's coming up. It's coming up. It is quickly approaching. So I mean, where is her headspace going to be? Where is she going to be? You know what I'm saying? This is going to take a lot out of her to try to put this together and actually be funny, engaging, and keep the crowd going. I can see people just getting up, leaving. No, she's not going to make it as a comedian. She's not funny. But like I said last night, we make everyone famous. We've got people like I'm Pretty V, whatever her name is. Yes, I'm Pretty V, and B Simone, and Jess Hilarious, and Desi Banks is funny. But I don't know what his set is like. These people are influencers, and because they're funny on Instagram, they think they can go and be funny at the Laugh House and at these comedy clubs. And it is different to put together a set than to do some shit on Instagram. Those are two different genres, two different environments. They are not comedians, they're influencers. That's two different things. But because we make everybody famous and we make everybody think they can do everything, now they're comedians. So now Tasha done put together a cabaret show, because that's all it is. It's a cabaret. It's going to be a cabaret. She put together, a beef and beer. Okay. Might as well be the Crab Fest show. The little show you go see when you go on the crab trips, the seafood trips, the beef and beer trips. She put together a little beef and beer comedy show, honey. But her views, she can't even crack the views on YouTube. How are you selling tickets, man? If the people not pulling up to the YouTube to watch you, what make you think they want to pull up down to the goddamn theater and watch you? Ma'am, make it make sense. Sweet Pea, you funnier than Tasha K when you be on one. I be dying sometimes, girl, and I don't even be trying to be funny. That's when it's funny, when it's organic. That's how, it just comes out like that. You know what I mean? I don't be meaning to be funny. It just comes out. And I'm not, this is me doing YouTube and going live and putting together a show. I don't know anything about this. I've never been into journalism or blogging or any of that. So everything that I've learned on YouTube, I've learned all by trial and error and, just doing what works because of what the people tell me what works. You know what I'm saying? I know my strong points. I always say I'm not the best at lives. What I, struggle at is keeping a live audience. But I know what I am good at, and I'm good at uploads. I'm good at documentaries. I'm good at putting content together, which is where I get all my views from and where I get all my subscribers from. They didn't come from just the Tasha K content. A lot of people did come from that, but most of it came from my documentaries and me being able to interact with people. Thank you. Thank you so much, Tasha K. She says, you're a natural. This is your gift. It will continue to show up for you. Thank you so much. But, that's what I know, my strong points. And Tasha, she actually had a good show. She had a brand, but she ruined it. She ruined it because she had too much pride and she thought that she was going to be the one out here to take Cardi B down. Okay, she thought she was going to ruin Cardi B. She was going to expose Cardi B. But you know what it was? She was jealous of Cardi B. All along, she was jealous because she watched this girl come from loving hip hop to be a major international star. And that's really the T is that's what she wants for herself. All of this is based in envy and jealousy. Her envy and jealousy for Cardi B, Cardi B's husband, Cardi B's family. She sees Cardi B is close with her mom, her dad, her sister, her siblings, her cousins, and she has love around her. Because we all know, what we see Cardi in the public, we know that Cardi's very good with her family. We know that behind the scenes, Cardi is a good mother, Cardi's a good wife, she's attentive. We see those things. We see glimpses of that with Cardi. That persona and that character that she plays in her music and all of that, that's not Cardi B. Cardi's relatable. People connect with Cardi, and that's why her fans ride for her the way they do. Tasha K is jealous of that because Tasha didn't have that. She does not have that closeness with her mother. She doesn't have that closeness with her siblings, with her sisters. She's jealous of her sister. Okay, look how she's jealous of her stepsister and the fact that she had a baby with Future. Tasha K's family life is a mess. The dynamic, we heard about it on No Jumper. So she's very, very, very envious and jealous of Cardi B. I'm telling you. And her jealousy, her husband said, oh my goodness, leave her alone. I told you, leave Cardi B alone. Leave her alone. I told you to leave her. I told you, but now look, oh my goodness, we don't have nothing. We are done. We are done. We have nothing. I told you, your jealousy and your envy. Look where it got us. All of our monies, all of the plans, all of the plans is gone. Everything I did, I edited videos. I just edit. I told the judge, I just edit. I just edit the videos. I know nothing. All I did was edit. I did it. All I did was edit, and I told you to leave Kati B alone, but you don't listen. You don't listen. And he said, oh, yeah, he said, Kati. He said, Kati, my baby. Oh, Kati. He was down there watching Cardi Chai. He was secretly, Shaq be secretly going down in that basement, honey. Because I told you, Storm said it. Storm told us, Tasha said that he had that black t-shirt and he was slinging it off because he don't get no sex from Tasha. So he be slinging it off and slinging one off into that black shirt and that black towel and be throwing it behind the couch. He be down there in the basement, be watching Cardi. Cardi, she make it drop, make it hot for that wet ass. Her and Megan, honey, they be doing that in them videos. Shaq be down there, oh, Kati, baby. Oh, he be getting warmed up, honey. He be on that couch, got his arms spread out. Oh, Kati. Oh, Kati, baby, Kati, baby, Kati. Tasha up there walking. Shaq! What you down there doing, Shaq? You down in that basement? What you down there? Oh, shut up, girl. Shut up, woman. I'm down here with my baby. I'm down here. Oh, Kati, baby. Oh, Kati. You shut up. I'm down here with me, woman. Oh, Kati, baby, Kati. Kati, baby. Oh, Kati, I'm coming. Oh, shit. I'm coming, Kati. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm coming. Oh, shit. I'm coming. Oh, I'm coming. Oh, shit. Yes, y'all bless me. Go ahead and hit that cash app, y'all. Oh, Kati, baby, Kati. Oh, shit. Oh, I told you to leave Kati be alone. This is my baby. Kati. Make it chop. It's a for that wet ass. Oh, yes, Kati, you wet, Kati. You wet, Kati. I'm telling you, he's going to leave Tasha K. He gonna leave you, girl. He is going to leave Tasha K. I told you, you are black, you're ugly, your teeth. I told you not to get them teeth in your mouth. Why did you put the chiclets? In your mouth? I told you not to get the teeth. We could not afford it, but you did it anyway. You don't listen. You took all of our money. You go get the teeth. We cannot afford the teeth. And you go get the teeth anyway. We could not afford the teeth. We could not afford the teeth. You go get the teeth. I told you not to go get the teeth. Yeah, he be in a. Oh, Kati, baby, it's me. It's Shaq. It's me. It's Kati. It's Shaq now. It's me, Kati. Child, the doggy dentures, honey. I told you not to get those teeth. I told you not to do it. You did it anyway. Kati, my sweet baby. Oh, Kati. Thank you for the 99. Kati, baby. Ooh, you so good, Kati. Good night, Kati. Good night, baby. Good night, Kati.
Hey y'all, come on in.
Look
Let me
at them
put some
teeth.
lip gloss on. My lips is dry.
This is the
Give
teeth
me
she
a
went and bought.
second.
He said don't buy these teeth, and she went and bought these teeth anyway.
Y'all come on in here. Okay. My hair already messed up. Y'all come on in here. Let me know when you in here. Hey,
Look at these teeth. He
hey,
said
y'all.
don't buy them
Okay.
teeth. Tasha, he said no. Look at these teeth. We don't have it, Tasha. We don't have the money. How much is it cost? How much is it cost? Look at these teeth. We don't have the money for these teeth. And she went and bought these teeth. You down there paying lawyers. And you down here buying teeth. You're going down to the dentist putting dentures in your mouth. Because this is supposed to be a sign that she made it, y'all. When they go get these teeth, this means that they rich. This means they got money. She wasn't doing nothing but competing with Armand because Armand had went and got his teeth done. This is all it was. She was just trying to compete with everybody. Look at these teeth. I'm telling you, when I look at this, I see Donkey from Shrek. Every time. Honey, but when she got mad and that earring flew off,
how you see people, but no, he has every right to do. And I said that after they were done, we're winos. Tasha, you can come back here anytime you want. I sat outside and I had a conversation with this black man. I said, you know what's sad is that we cannot, as black media, stick together for the betterment of the people. And he was like, black media will never do it. Black media will never do it. And now he's literally owning up to his own words. We're black media. We're not supposed to be friends. We're not supposed to have industry colleagues to the point where it affects the work. When it starts to affect your work and your judgment.
well, who affected your judgment when they told you that these teeth was all right? Girl, your judgment was affected when you went and put these goddamn chiclets in your mouth. Honey, and why did you spray? What did you do? Spray that damn can, that blue can spray in your head. Y'all remember that can spray? We had the glitter. We had green, red. Girl.
When a BBL starts to fuck with your mind and your dick and you make bad decisions based off of outside aesthetics.
Why is she always talking about other men's dicks? I need to know, why is she always talking about other men's? Why is she always talking about these men's body parts? Thank you, Auntie Nisi, for the 5. Why do you keep talking about these men's and they dingalangs, Tasha? You supposed to have a husband. Why you keep talking about other men's dingalangs?
And you ignore doing the right thing. But when the BBL turns around and tries to say you kicked babies out of her stomach and broke ribs, now you want the non-BBL bitch to speak up for you. This is the type of nigga.
But when did Joe ask her to speak up for him? This is the type of nigga. This is the type of nigga. I remember Joe asking her to do shit.
That Joe Budden is. And I honestly regret sitting down with him and giving him that one interview that would shake social media so bad that it shook his fake ass in that lace shirt with his belly sitting over his dick.
Why is the belly sitting over his dick? Girl, how you know his belly was sitting over his dick? What is wrong with you? Child, the earrings get ready to fly out next.
That he did exactly what the BBL told him to do because just like every other weak ass black man, they choose ass over bills. Now I want y'all to clip this. Yes, angry, black, bald head. angry, black, bald head. Now I want y'all to clip this. Yes, angry, black, bald head. Black man, they choose ass over bills. Now I want y'all to clip this. Yes, angry, black, bald head. That's
Angry, black, bald head. Child, I'm telling you, when for Halloween, I'm gonna dress up like this and I'm gonna do this skit. And I'm gonna get right up here and I'm gonna say, angry, black, bald head. And I'm gonna say, ugly. I'm gonna say, she forgot that part. Ugly, angry, black, a bald head. Ugly.
what I want you to clip. And I honestly regret giving him the interview that I should have gave that cracker Adam 22 when he had the intelligence to read my case.
Now, why he got to be a cracker? The cracker? Why Adam got to be the cracker? And why do you keep telling people we got to read this case? Ma'am, we read it, ma'am. What is it that we trying to find? And what do we got to read again, Tasha? We know you had to repeat the 9th grade 3 times, and you needed to reread and read and read again and read it again and reread it and dissect it and look at it again and read it and write it and do it again and over and over and over and over and over. But some of us don't need to do that, ma'am. We don't need to read it again. What do we need to read again? Do I need to pull out the transcripts? Why do he need to read your case, ma'am? You black and bald head. That's all we need to know. She done sweated out the finger waves. Look at this. Look at it. Look, somebody come look at this. I'm trying to figure out why one hand is red nails and then the other hand is brown. She got 2 different, I know people do that, but brown and red, usually it would be like maybe yellow and pink, yellow on one hand, pink on the other. She got brown matte on one hand and red matte on the other. Brown and red. That color scheme, I don't understand. Brown and red. I mean, I could see black and red, maybe even the black and brown. This bitch got brown and red. Girl. It's the brown and red for me. I don't brown and red. Why that color scheme? Brown and red.
Instead of me sitting down with a black man that is supposed to have my back when I'm supposed to have his back when
Why is this man supposed to have your back and you supposed to have his back? Why? Who said? When did that happen? Girl, it's the lies for me. It's the delusion for me. This is how these bitches always do. Always want somebody to come to their defense. Did you come to R. Kelly's defense? Did you come to Aaliyah's defense? No, you tried to slander Aaliyah. You tried to have them 2 white women up there on your channel and tried to disgrace Aaliyah's legacy with this lies you were trying to put out. Did you have any black man's back when you go up there and expose their affairs and different things they got going on in their lives? Do you think about the black man then? No. So now all of a sudden, the black man is supposed to be thinking of you because really your motive, you wanted to play this black card against Cardi B. Oh, I'm with the black man and then I'm the black woman and we are dragging the Dominican woman. I don't understand that. Yeah, leaked the private emails, ruined one of these prison guards' careers by having her get this information and obtain it illegally. And y'all are going to have to answer to that. That's coming. But did you care about R. Kelly's legacy and Aaliyah's legacy and everything that they were to the Black community? Did you care about any of that? Bill Cosby, all of these people that you talk about, no matter what it is that they have done, still you went straight after them. You went straight for the juggler. Didn't try to do the research, didn't try to really, it was the story for you. There's a lot of people that want your head. There's a lot of people that want you in court. They don't want they don't want you to have shit left. There's people that want to sue you again, and they don't care whether or not Cardi took it all. They just want to see you squirming in court because of the shit you've done. So, I don't even really need to keep going through this. We know what it is. We know what it's giving with Tasha K. Tasha's mad at herself, and she has every right to be. She ruined whatever little career that she was going to have on YouTube. She ruined those chances because after that rant with Joe, anything that was going to come from these little promos she was doing, she can forget about it. That's over. She is done. There is no coming back from any of this. She is done. She needs to go get a job. She needs to go get a job and focus on how she's going to pay Cardi B. Because her YouTube career is over. She don't get her channel is dead. The interview, nobody cares about that content. I'm really serious. I'm not just saying it like, oh, because I don't like her or I'm hating on her. She got 1 million subscribers, but the winos, they not even making no noise. Like, they not even kicking up no dust on these social media streets. Jaguar Wright is gaining more buzz than Tasha K. Tasha K do her little show, do her little shit, and then boom, that she don't really got no tea. She not really breaking no stories. There's really nothing to report. She needs to go somewhere and get a job. The interviews, they not charting no million views. She fucked up. She fucked up bad. The documentaries I do, the stories that I put out gain more buzz and gain more, like excitement than her shit. Her shit is just regular. Armand gets more excitement and buzz than Tasha K. Yeah, she might got thousands of people in the chat when she live. She got 1 million subs. But those is all winos. They ain't no new people. She's not getting new viewers. It's the same people because she got the same format, the same show, the same shit, the same tea. She's regurgitating stories that are posted online. She's not generating no buzz. And now she's got to pay $4 million. It's sad, and she ruined her brand, but that's on her. She had opportunity to take it down. She had opportunity to do better. And every time she just chose the same narrative. Troll Cardi B, lie on Cardi B, talk about Offset, talk about this, talk about that, instead of focusing on how to rebuild her brand. Her brand's in the shit. It's in the shitter. I mean, it's really sad, but it's all her doing. Right, you guys? So We've been at this for 2 hours and 30 minutes, and I'm done. I am done. I am done with Tasha K. Tasha bought it on herself, and as far as I'm concerned, that's it. She got to pay, and that's it. It ain't no more can be done. Ain't no more can be said. All right, you guys. So thank you for rocking with me, you guys. Thank you for all of the support. As always, I love you. Make sure you like the video. Give the video a thumbs up. Make sure you share. Make sure you subscribe if you not already are subscribed. And, make sure you leave me some comments. And, if you catch the replay, drop down in the comment section and let me know what your thoughts are about this. Did Tasha K ruin her brand? Did she ruin her chances of becoming a podcaster? The next big thing, the next YouTube star. Did Tasha K ruin those chances? Can she come back from this? What do you guys think? Drop it down in the comments section, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye, you guys.